Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Noah the Beast, back here again on YouTube, and today, guys, is going to be another Faith Friday video. And in this Faith Friday video, we will be talking about how to not let culture kill your calling. If you guys have not already, make sure that you guys subscribe, like, turn on that bell notification, and make sure to share this with someone you know if you want them to feel encouraged. And let me know down in the comments what kind of videos you guys want to see from me next. But let's get straight into this video, guys. So so the pressure to fit in, like, you know, all of us as humans, we always want to fit in. Like, you know, we always want the trendiest clothes, we always want, you know, like, we always want the coolest cars, the biggest mansions. Like, we always want to do what everyone else is doing, and we don't truly look inside of our souls and, you know, really look into how God wants us to live our lives. And let's be honest, it's easier to go with the flow and to laugh at the stuff that isn't right, to stay silent when you should speak up, to post stuff that just to get likes instead of sharing truth. But the Bible says in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking at my script because you know, sometimes it's hard to think of things at the top of your head. But this culture wants to shape you, but God, He wants to transform you. He wants to turn you into the person that He wants you to become. He wants you to live your life the way He wants you to live it, because truthfully, God has planned your entire life out already. You know, God planned your entire life even right before the entire universe it's created. And so, you know, go after what God has for you. And you know, it's hard to find your calling. It's hard to find your purpose. We all get that. But just do what you're passionate about. Do what you love. If you love to dance, then go dance. If you love to sing, then go sing. If you love to draw, then go draw. If you love to play basketball, then go play basketball. If you love content like me, then go do content. Like, you know, do what God has planted inside of your soul and put Him first above anything else. And once you do that, man, trust me, your life is going to change in an absolutely amazing way when you put God first. You will be so much happier. You'll be so much more at peace because you'll know that there is a God in heaven who loves you. And granted, there's not a lot of people who believe in God. I understand that. And I'm not trying to force my religion on anybody. I would never do that. But just know, man, like, if you sincerely get on your knees, make that sign of the cross like this and start praying, trust me, God will start to answer you, and He will work, and He will do absolutely miraculous things in your life. And so God is the only one that can lead you to true peace. You know, nothing in this world will ever give you that true peace and that true satisfaction, because you can have all the trendiest clothes, you can have all the supercars, you can have all the big ass mansions, but if you don't have God, it means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And you shouldn't conform to the things of this world. And I'm not saying, you know, having, you know, a bunch of supercars and a bunch of big, and, you know, like a bunch of big mansions and a bunch of drippy clothes is bad. Like, no, that's great. You know, the things of this world can make us happy, but they're not going to bring us joy. They're not going to bring us peace. They're not going to bring that longing fulfillment that we're looking for. Only God can provide that for us. And, you know, we live in a world that says, you know, chase fame, get followers, be who they want you to be. Like, you know, you have to be yourself, man. Like, you know, followers and clout aren't everything. I mean, I love to make content, but I'm not doing this for clout. I'm doing this for my purpose. I'm doing this to glorify the Lord, and I'm doing this to impact souls. I'm not doing this for clout or fame or anything. And I'm not saying fame is bad. Like, you know, like, it's not, you know, a bad thing to be well known by people and to have all the riches and everything like that. But that's not what it's about. My content is about making impact and changing people's souls. But your impact is not attention. it is obedience and not approval. Purpose over clout. You know, this is my quote that I came up with. You know, when you do content or just when you're doing anything in your life, you know, don't seek after the approval of people. Seek after the approval of yourself. Like, as long as you're happy doing what you're doing and you're satisfied with your work and you're having fun, like you're just absolutely loving what you do, it doesn't matter what people think. You know, keep doing you. Do what makes you happy. Do what lights that fire inside of your soul. And trust me, you're gonna live so much happier when you stop letting this culture and this society dictate the way you live your life and dictate your work. Because as long as you're happy, as long as you feel like you're putting in the work and you're winning, that's the only thing that matters, man. And don't trade what God gave you for a moment for fake validation. Like, you know, like, God blesses you in many different ways in your life. And you should use God's gifts that he's given you in the right way. Like, you know, we have a lot of artists, a lot of rappers who talk about very violent things. Like, they use the gifts that God has given them, you know, like, you know, in the rap skills to talk about very, you know, evil and inappropriate things. And, you know, sometimes that music goes hard, not gonna lie, but, you know, at the same time, you gotta protect your soul. You gotta protect your spirit, because what you listen to becomes who you are, man. And so, you know, make sure that you are using the gifts that God has given you in the right way. So that way you can impact society in a positive way. But what God is building in you right now is eternal. You know, the things of this world are temporary. This world will pass away. Like obviously we're not going to be here on earth forever. Eventually, you know, we're all going to die, and then we're going to head off into eternity. Like, you know, enjoy your life here on earth, cherish it, and do what God has told you to do, because this life that you're living right now is going to determine where you spend eternity, whether if that's, you know, in heaven or in hell. So, you know, and so, you know, like, always put the Lord in the center of your life, and as soon as you do that, man, you will be absolutely unstoppable. The third part is you are called to be different. If you feel like you don't fit in, good. You are not supposed to. You are supposed to be set apart. And God didn't create you to blend in. He created you to stand out, to walk in love and boldness. And when the world calls you crazy, and if they mock you for your faith, let them talk. You're not living for their claps. You're living for his well done. Like, you know, be different from everybody else. Always be yourself. And as long as you're happy with the way you're living your life, and as long as God is happy with the way you're living your life, that's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that matters. God's approval is the only approval that truly matters in this life. Like basically, I don't care what people think about me. Like, bro, I'll literally go to parties and start laughing and joking and just being myself. Like, I don't care, bro. And I am unapologetically myself, no matter where I am. Like, basically, whether if I'm around my family, around my friends, or whether if I'm around people that I've never met in my life, I will always be myself and be that person that God created me to be. Because I don't care what people think, man. Because bro, they don't know me. I know myself better than they know me. So I don't care, bro. They don't know me. You feel me? So, you know, you should have that mentality. Like, you should have, like, you know, like, when people are hating on you, when people are, you know, doubting your dreams or you know, doubting your goals, you should say to yourself, you know what? I shouldn't listen to these people. They don't know me. I know myself better than them, and I will prove them wrong, man. Like, bro, you gotta have that mentality, man, and that's how you make it far in this life. The fourth and final thing, right before we end this video, is encouragement plus challenge. So here's my challenge for you. When culture tells you to be quiet, speak the truth anyway. When it tells you to be fake, stand real. And when it tells you to compromise, stand firm in your faith. Your calling is too valuable to lose to trends, pressure, or the faith of what people think. So walk in boldness, stay rooted in God, and remember, the world didn't call you, but God did. But if you guys enjoyed this video, man, make sure that you guys subscribe, turn on post notifications, and give this video a like, and let me know in the comment section what videos you guys want to see next. It's your boy Noah the Beast. I'm out. You guys have a great day, and God bless you.